Time for some crafts in the forest. Bushcraft. First, let's light a fire. Striking a flint against a piece of carbon steel creates a spark which can be catched on charred material or a specific kind of fungus like chaga to create a glowing ember. I use some char cloth and transfer it in a tinder bundle of honeysuckle bark. For a long time, the flint and steel was our ancestors' way of making fire. From the Iron Age all the way till the 1800s, when the convenient match was invented. Still, the flint and steel is quite an effective way of making fire, with even some advantages over matches, as it can make practically unlimited fires and still works after getting wet. It's the end of March, springtime, and on those river banks, wild garlic, also known as ramsons, shoot from the ground. On the look, they might be confused with poisonous lily of the valley, or lords and ladies. But their strong garlicky smell makes them indistinguishable, and a great taste maker for a bushcraft meal. Lentils, my favorite food base, not only for the taste, but they are also sustainably produced and rich in proteins, iron and other nutrients. Paired with a whole grain, they contain all essential amino acids for a complete protein. My 700 milliliter canteen cup is just big enough for a full meal. In the end, it all fits. Topping it off with some nuts. You'd be surprised how nutritious and tasty a simple outdoors meal like this can be. Tomorrow we craft, but first some sleep. For a long time already I wanted to make a kuksa, a from Finland originating cup, often made from birch burl with a tumor growing on birches. However, a birch tree with such a tumor will be hard to find, and bushcraft is all about improvising with what is available. So I choose for this log, which I gathered yesterday from a wind-fallen sycamore tree. Sawing horizontal hanging trees can be tricky, splitting the wood or getting your saw stuck. If the top end of the tree is leaning on a surface, the log should be cut from the bottom, or you will definitely get your saw stuck. I learned it the hard way once. This tree isn't leaning on anything though, so I can just saw it from the top. However, do make sure you start with a deep enough undercut to prevent the log from splitting in when it starts to fall. The wood is still green, alive, making it much easier to carve than seasoned wood. Getting rid of the inner pit and rings, which can be a weakness, the most prone to splitting when the wood dries. Using a piece of charcoal as a pencil and a reference stick to make sure that my cup's roundings will be symmetrical. A kuksa can just be hollowed out in the field with a spoon knife. However, since we are at base camp here, I want to try out a more efficient method. For that, we first need to build a woodworking bench. With the help of a filler block and 2 wedges, I can clamp my kusa in the bowlmate. With this chisel from Bushcraft tools, hollowing goes quick and efficient. Especially in the beginning, be careful to not split the sides. Work from the middle with the direction of the grain from opposite sides, and then work your way to the sides of the kusa. Time flies when you're having fun. It's dinner time already. Although this kuksa is far from done yet, it is already practically usable. With just some flour, water and optionally salt and oil, one can easily bake a bread in the forest. What better spread to put on your bread than a fresh wild pesto, quickly foraged with ramsons being in abundance all around camp, made in my Kuksa mortar with a quickly made pestle. Just adding some oil and nuts. Even in those days of societal lockdown, the local helicopter business apparently goes on. Bushcraft is all about improvising with natural materials. Often it's not a problem if you forget or didn't bring some of your equipment. With natural materials and some creativity, you can achieve more than you think. This ivy shoot pot hanger cord is definitely not as durable as the iron cord I left at home, but still, now it's a quick solution to brew me a tea with fresh spruce needles. It's a feast. It has been a great day in the forest.
Folks, Kuksa is about done. Took a few hours extra work, made a hole in it with a drill, carved it all down, gave it a sand and some oil, and now it can dry. Dry outside, because if you put it inside it might dry too quick and you get cracks. I think also a layer of oil already helps to dry it out slow. Anyways, I'm very satisfied with the project and I enjoyed it a lot. Only thing happened is that my camera fell down and the screen broke off. Anyways, we try to fix that as soon as possible and hope we don't have any delays with the filming. Support us on Patreon, that would be much appreciated. Check out some of our other videos, some bushcraft camping for example, our canoe trip, really relaxed, nice atmosphere, or building this bushcraft camp. Thanks for watching folks, and we see you on the next one.